What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tough Kid, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, please make sure to hit on the subscribe button, turn the post notification icon on so that I get notified every single time I drop another video. But if you are not new here, you are welcome to the channel. So I just want us to go through some pairs for the upcoming week, some pairs that I have selected on my watch list for the upcoming week. But most importantly, I just want you all to know the thought process, how how I analyze it, and how I am anticipating or waiting for how the market will definitely unfold for us for this week. So today is definitely Monday. I'm not looking for much in the market, so just want you to know how market will also play out this week. So without any further waste of time, let's get into the chart, and then let's start off from the DXY. So from the DXY, you will see I've already marked the highest point. This is the last highest point price was able to reach, and this is the lowest point on the weekly time frame. So the weekly time frame, I just want to show you this big bearish candle. When price reached this resistance, you can see price pushed all the way from this support here, which is the last point of the market, all the way to the upside here, and now price couldn't break above this resistance for the week, and now price created this bearish engulfing candle for the whole week, which simply means the whole of last week price US dollar traded to the bearish side of the market. So since I have able to establish that last week price traded impulsively to the downside, which is the bearish side of the market, and now here is the last resistance or the highest point priced reach. So on the daily time frame, you can see price is actually pushing impulsively to the downside. You can see here was the last point, and then the last resistance and the last high also, and here is the last support or the last lowest point also. So now you can see the daily the DXY or the dollar index is currently trading to the downside of the market. So since we have been able to establish that DXY is trading to the downside of the market, and even on the 4-hour time frame, you can clearly see how DXY is actually playing out. I had this right here. Price couldn't come here, came shy of this level, but it's all good since we have been able to make the direction of the market and know that currently the market or the DXY especially is moving to the downside of the market. But for now, since today is the opening, today is Monday, and then I don't have much on my watch list. I want us to start from the Euro AUD. So from Euro AUD, let's start from the weekly time frame. So from the weekly time frame, we can see from the weekly time frame the overall direction of the market is the upside. Market is actually moving to the upside of the market, but the current position or the current where market is currently playing out right here is the sell side of the market. So you can see here price keep on breaking off structure, break out of this resistance here, moving possibly to the outside, come for a retest right here, break out of this resistance again, pushing possibly to the upside. So you can see price has been breaking the resistance or the highest point in the market gradually, which simply means or which simply indicate that price is actually pushing to the upside of the market on the weekly time frame. So when we push further to the daily time frame, we can see here was the last point of the market. Here was the last point, which is the resistance of the market on the daily time frame, and here is also the last point, which is the support on the daily time frame also. Now I have a trend line right here indicating that currently on the daily time frame, price is actually pushing to the downside of the market, and since our overall movement of the market is the upside or the bullish side of the market, we are actually focusing on taking more of our positions to the upside of the market. But now we can see, you can also see that price is actually pushing impulsively to the downside of the market. Now we have our highest point and lowest point also established, and you can see I have a very nice trend line coming all the way from this first touch here. Let me use this. Here is the first touch here, and I have a second touch also here, and I have a third touch also right around this level right here. And if you have not watched my trend line video, you have to go watch it. Here is the third touch of the trend line, and now let's move on to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, you can clearly see on the third touch of the trend line, price is actually creating or giving us a nice W pattern here. You can see here was the first point, second point, and here was the third point. Here was the second point. So here is the first point, here is the first point, and here is also the second point, which is giving us a double bottom or a W pattern right at that point. So since it's a third touch of my trend line and also giving me a W pattern here, I just want to wait for this 4-hour candle to close very nicely. So after the 4-hour candle close super nicely and is able to engulf this one right here, then I'll be taking my position right at this point here. I'll be taking my position when price is able to engulf it right at this point. When price is able to engulf it this way, then I will be taking my position right at this point, putting my stop losses below the structure right here, and then I'll be targeting this high right here. So that's it for Euro AUD. I have this. I hope this is actually explained super nice. We are actually moving to the bullish side of the market, and now is the today is Monday, the opening Monday, which is which is a new week also. So market will actually really play some kind of games with us. But as I have said earlier, when price is able to close, the 4-hour candle is able to close very nicely above this week right here and engulf it super nice, that's why I'm going to take my buys right there. So you can clearly see it's super easy targeting the turning point of the market. So that's it for Euro AUD. Let's move on to Euro NZD also. So Euro NZD is kind of like my playing position playing out, but I couldn't take advantage of it. So the overall direction of Euro AUD is also the bullish side of the market. I think you can get another inner trend line also here, yeah, which can be good also. Let me play here. Okay, let me play this here, which can be also good also. So we now know the direction of the market, which is the upside, which is the long or the bullish of the market. Let me move on to the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, you can clearly see that we have price actually creating on the daily time frame. This is the highest point or the last point of the market, which is the resistance, and here is the last low. This is the last point of the market, which is the support, and here price also gave us a double bottom here and then push all the way to the upside. So here also signifies a change in direction of the market. So we can clearly see when market was pushing from the upside to the downside, we have a double bottom or W pattern here, which clearly indicate a new movement or a new direction of the market for us. So since I was able to identify this, now I know that market is actually ready to push to the upside also. So here market respect the support very nicely, and here is also the last support of Euro NZD. Here is the last support of Euro NZD, and since the whole market structure is the bullish side of the market pushed impulsively to the upside. I'm not gonna lie, you can see how market pushed from this point all the way up to this point, but I was not able to capitalize on this whole move. I was able to take my profit right at this resistance right here, but it's all good. Let's continue. So now price came back into this resistance right here, and now resist here for the first time, the second time, and the third time also, and then price drop all the way to the downside. So price dropping all the way to the downside right here, you can see price keep on pushing to the downside, but nonetheless I'm just waiting for how this week also played out for us. I'm just looking for a 10, which is um a 10 right here. So let me use this Fibonacci. So on this 50% retracement level, so on the 4-hour time frame, I'm actually looking forward for price to actually turn right here, because we are actually looking for buys in the market. I'm not going to push the market, but you can see how price is actually pushing right here, and then you can see how price is actually playing out right here, respecting this zone. So if price is not able to respect this 50% retracement level, I will definitely wait for it at the 61.80% retracement level. So that is it on Euro USD. Looking for more buys in the market also, and then GBP AUD is also one of the pairs that I'm also looking forward to trading it this week. So on the weekly time frame also, we are moving in the bullish side of the market of GBP AUD, and that is established. Let's move on to the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, you can actually see that price is trading to the downside of the market. On the daily time frame, you can actually see that price is actually trading to the downside of the market. We have price respecting the support, the resistance trend line first time, second time, and then third time also, but we are actually looking forward to buying or taking long of the position, most of our position, to the buy side of the market. Here was the highest point of the market, and here was also the lowest point of the market. So I'm actually waiting for price to actually push all the way to this point, waiting for price to push all the way to this resistance right here, and then a push further to the upside. But let's move on to the 4-hour time frame to see how price is actually playing out. So you can see we have this rising wedge here, and you know how rising wedge always play out right here. So I'm just hoping price will actually drop all the way to the support right here, and then further push to the upside. That's how basically I'm looking for it for GBP AUD. And then I have NZD card also, AUD card also. AUD card also is actually playing out super nice. AUD card on the weekly time frame, the overall direction of AUD card is the bearish side of the market. We are selling impulsively. On the daily time frame, you can also see that we are selling impulsively. On the daily time frame, you can see here was the last point, the lowest point on the market, and here was one of the highest point. Here is not the highest point, but one of the highest point of the market. I have my resistance trend line drawn super nice for me. And then as price was pushing all the way to the upside, let's move on to the 4-hour time frame. Last week price closed right above this region right here. Price closed right above this region right here, and now here became the last highest point of the market. Here became on the 4-hour time frame. Here became the last highest point on the market. So here becoming the last highest point of the market, and now price touching here for the second time again. That means price is actually creating an M pattern for us, but I'm actually going to wait for the 4-hour candle to close also. When the 4-hour candle is able to close super nice right here, and then I'm going to take my position. You can see we have been at this place for a while now. Candle touching here, 1 2 3 4 5. We have 5 candle right at that spot here. So you can see all this candle right here at this spot here, 1 2 3 4 5 once again. So you can see, I think this trade will be my first trade for this week, and then the rest of the trade will be a possible trade for the week. So this is the pairs I'm looking out for the week. And then on AUD card, I'm actually, as I said earlier, I'm waiting for the 4-hour candle to close super nice. After the 4-hour candle is able to close super nice, I'll be taking my first trade right at this point, putting my stop losses at the structure right here, which is 30 pips. My first target will be this point, and my second target will be overall this point right here. So you can see it is going to be a really good setup for me. So that's it guys. I hope you find value in this video. Please make sure to hit on the subscribe button, turn the post notification icon on once again, so that I get notified every single time I drop another video. See you in the next video. Bye guys.